See how we set up a graded assignment. Graded assignments can be started by clicking on Assignments in your navigation, choosing the blue plus or add an assignment, and from here you'll want to give it a title. So we'll call this test assignment. And again, here you can put in details. So this will be all the details for the students and parents to access. Now, if you have documents or other resources you want to add in here, again, you can select text and link it directly, or you can drop in a particular file if you have a file you want to add in to this particular set of information, and then that becomes something they can click and access. You'll assign the number of points. Most of the time this is 100 points, and the category you'll be adding this to. So I'll add it to my assignments. And most of the time you want percentage to show here. Some people do a points, 80 out of 100 or 20 out of 25. But predominantly in K5 you're using percentage. You would want to select that. And we won't click here because we do want this to count because it's a graded assignment. In K5, most of the time you're doing on paper, almost exclusively. If you are in the upper grades, then you may have an online submission, and here's where you would say, oh, it's going to be a file upload because we're using Canvas. I'm going to pretend I'm in K5 program. I'm just doing an on-paper assignment here. This will most of the time go to everyone unless you have a section and you just want one section to receive this assignment. But that usually happens in the upper grades where they've combined classes and just have sections. In K5, you pretty much have your math class or reading class, and that needs to go to everyone. The due date, very important. Whatever date you choose here is the day it goes on to their calendar and agenda when they're viewing it. So if I'm putting this as tonight's homework, then I have that date and time placed in there, and I save and publish. What this does is it puts a column in your gradebook so that you can assess things, and it also drops this into the calendar. So if we go back to our calendar and I take a look, I've got my test assignment right here. I can click on this. I can check out the details. Again, if I'm a parent and want to see, well, what are the directions here? I get my directions located right here that I can go in and take a look at. One last thing we want to do with an assignment, if this is something done at home, let's place this onto our agenda page, and we can do this by editing this page, and we want to select that text, and in this case we know we are going into let's select in item 3 here. If this were in class, we'll do that one and do an assignment. And it's going to come up with all the choices. I have lots of assignments in here, and let's say this is the one. It's going to highlight that, and again, if they go to the agenda page for your course, they want to get to that particular assignment, they would just click on it. So that's how you'll set up these graded assignments. It goes ahead and drops this into your gradebook, and so you have a column there that you can go about entering grades and move on from there.